Hey boys, Moni here. So today I decided to make a villain tier list of Eden Zero. Obviously, like I don't right now I only do Eden Zero, or I'm planning to make a lot of content. I'm planning to diversify the channel, but for now I'm having fun with Eden Zero. So yeah. So I decided to make a villain tier list because I saw a lot of people trashing not Draken Joe's final fight, like how he was defeated. So I decided why not give my whole 2 cents on the whole villains in Eden Zero. And I also saw a post on the subreddit saying that fairy tale villains were better and whatnot. And I hate to bring up fairy tale every now and then and compare it with Eden Zero. I'm not going to do that here, but it is what made me want to make this video. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick backstory for how this video came to be. So yeah, for now let's just have fun and basically see where the villains land in this tier list. Obviously my tier list is standard. I didn't change anything. It's just the standard S, A, B, C, D tier because to be honest, right now, as I said to you guys, I'm kind of in a limbo. Like I really want to do a lot of things, but I don't want to do a lot of things. Like my mind is telling me you have to do this, you have to do that, and my body is just not willing to do anything. It's just like that. It's just that time of the year, I guess. So yeah, anyways, let's begin. So oh holy shit, I'm not starting with no. I'm going to be unconventional and I'm gonna start with the best. Like I'm not going to tease you guys and leave Draken Joe till the end. No, let's start with Draken Joe actually. So Draken Joe is actually the villain that made Eden Zero what it is today. It's not what he made it what it is, but he showed us that this story is not just your regular Hiro Mashima story or your regular shonen story. It's not that it's not a happy-go-lucky adventure with no consequences, with nothing to be afraid of. That was the first time when I felt, holy shit, this dude is scary. This story is going to be depressing. I'm scared. What's going to happen? That's the first time when I felt like that in Eden Zero. So Draken Joe definitely changed Eden Zero for the best, and he elevated the story to another level. He made an impact that is still present till this day. Like you cannot deny Draken Joe's impact on the story. You cannot deny Draken Joe's impact on the community itself. So yeah, I can't wait to see him in the anime with the voice actor and shit. So yeah, I think Draken Joe, one of the best villains that Hiro Mashima has ever written, like period. Even in Rave Master, even in a Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail, there was only two villains that were good in my opinion. Zeref until the very last end, and Acnologia until he became an sorry, until he became an edgelord, basically. Basically until the final arc. Both of them were fine. Anyways, but that's my whole stance on Draken Joe. So Draken Joe is going into the S tier. From now on, I'm not going to waste that much time, but since it's Draken Joe, I am going to talk about him a lot, like a lot. So yeah, that's Draken Joe. He's in the S tier. He's the GOAT. He's goated. He's the best character for me. He's my boy. He's not the best character, but he's my boy. You cannot deny his impact. And if you're saying that he's not that good of a villain, then you're just delusional. And I don't like to say that he's a villain, and all of the characters in this tier list, I would not specifically label them as villains, because yes, some of them are villains, but some are just antagonists. So I would like to call this video the best antagonist tier list, but that's not just clickable. Nobody's clicking on that. So yeah, for me, also Draken Joe, I wouldn't say he's a villain. He's an antagonist. So yeah. Anyways, we have my girl. I forgot her name because she's one of the oceans. And to be honest, the oceans, their character designs were lit as fuck. But oh my god. Oh my god, were they such a huge disappointment. But I love their character designs, and I love this bitch so much. I love her dark skin. Obviously, if you know my channel and if you know the videos that I did, then you would know I'm a fucking big simp for any character that has a dark skin. So yeah, female character. Let me just specify that. Unless you're a fucking Cure, then I'm simping for Cure as well. I don't care. So yeah, for her, I love her character design. I love her. But if I'm going to make this tier list as like objectively the biggest impact, the villains or the antagonists that had the biggest impact on the story, then yeah, she's a C tier. At best, she's a C tier. He's not even a villain or an antagonist. He was just an obstacle to overcome. I'll put him on a D tier. I'd put this motherfucker on a D tier because I don't give a fuck about him. This slimy girl on a D tier. They were cool though. They were cool, but we didn't see much of them. So Justice, for now, I'll put him on the B tier list. I'm not gonna talk about Justice a lot because it will devolve into a rant. So yeah, I just don't care about Justice. I hope he dies. He's a big hypocrite and I hate hypocrites like him. So yeah, fuck Justice. That's my whole take on Justice. If you're a fan of Justice, then I'm sorry, but fuck him. Then we have Nisa, or I always mispronounce his name. The motherfucker that that's imitating Aizen from Bleach. He has the whole hypnosis power. So yeah, I think he was a cool villain, to be honest. I think he was a cool villain. I'll put him on an A tier list. He didn't have the biggest impact, honestly, so I'll put him on the B tier. As a concept, he was cool though. He was a cool villain. This bitch, she was cool. I liked her design. Her power was interesting. And she served a purpose. Like, she showed us the overdrive of Homura. So yeah, she did her job well. So I'm putting her there. This motherfucker, who are you, man? This one from the Beast Squad, I think, in the Foresta arc. Miss Kurenai, if you look at it as how she was written, like, she was written to be hated, like, and she did that wonderfully. Like, she played that role of a fucking annoying mother and an annoying bitch. Like, she played it to perfection. So for that reason, I'll put her on an A, on the A tier. And I know, oh my god, Justice is stronger than her. This is not about strength. I'm not making this tier list based on strength, by the way. I should have said that from the beginning. I'm making it on the impact and how well they played their role as an antagonist of their arc or as a villain of their arc. So yeah, Madame Kurenai, she played it well. She was annoying as fuck. I wanted to fucking kill her multiple times. So yeah, this motherfucker, I liked his design. C tier. Oh my boy, I fucking forgot his name. Holy shit. Kilane's brother. Holy shit! How trash is my memory? I think he wasn't that good of a villain, and he wasn't that bad of a villain. Like he was okay. He wasn't even a villain. He was an antagonist. He was the Vegeta character. To be honest, this motherfucker, I would like to put him on a D tier, but as I said, on the impact he had, based on the impact he had and how well he played the role he was given, he is in the A tier. This motherfucker, I hate him. I hate his guts, and for that reason, he's good. He's good. I fucking hate him. Like, no joke. I want to kill this fuck, but it is what it is. So then we have Laguna. Laguna, obviously, I'll put him on a B tier because I love Laguna, and I think even when he was an antagonist, he was cool. Nero, I think he's and based on coolness and the impact he has, I wouldn't say he had as much of an impact as Madame Kurenai or this fuck. I know people will clown on me, but I'll put him on the B tier because he was definitely stronger than anyone, but he did not do anything with his power, and that's what I like about Eden Zero. As I said in my previous video, I like when the villains or antagonists or bad guys, they just stay in their own lane. They don't go out of their own lane to fuck with the main crew or to fuck with anyone. They just want to stay in their zone. They don't want to fuck up their whole daily routine. So that's what I liked about Nero, and I guess for that reason, based on how his character was written, he played his role well. Like, no one can deny that. So actually, I'll put him on the A tier. He played his character well. So yeah, he's not that evil. He's not that good. He's just a dude with a blind faith on his dice, like that. Fuck, like throw the dice. This bitch is in the. This fuck is in here. Like in Eden Zero, I noticed that it's either goat or trash. Like there is no in between. Like goat or trash. And I would say even in the A tier, you're still a goat. And by goat, I mean you played your role as a villain or as an antagonist to perfection. So yeah, this bitch is in the D tier. Any of the villains in the Foresta arc should be in the T tier, in the D tier, because in Foresta we had the first Beast Squad. Oh, this is the Beast Squad and whatnot, and they got folded, and then the second Beast Squad came, and Victory just came and fucking stomped on them like they were bugs. This motherfucker is also in the D tier. Kilane as an antagonist, she was cool, to be honest. I'll put her on a B tier. Shura, let me just put him. I'm putting him above Draken Joe, and here is my whole take about Shura, or on Shura, because I noticed a lot of people not liking his character. Obviously, he was not written to be liked. But I think he is, I'm not saying objectively, but for me, he's the best villain Hero has ever wrote. Like, in his entire career as a mangaka, this is the best villain he wrote. Not just because of how he handles himself. Like, obviously, when you think about the depth, you look at Zeref, you look at maybe Draken Joe as the depth of a villain or a depth of an antagonist, why they do the things they do. You look at them from that side, you will look immediately to Zeref and Draken Joe, because Hero has created them to be a long-lasting villains. Like they were supposed to be in the manga for the long run, so he had to give them some depth. But for Shura, he made such an impact on what, how many chapters was he on? Like 40 or 50 chapters? It's not even 50 chapters, I think 40 chapters. And he's made such an impact on the story. It's never going to go away. Like Shura needs some respect. Like he is the best villain yet in Eden Zero, and the best villain Hero has created in terms of how Hero has handled this character. Obviously, Hero sometimes when he writes a villain, he makes some mistakes, like maybe he will dial back on some aspects of their character, or he will say, no, I didn't mean them to be this dark, or I didn't want them to be this way, as we saw from Zeref. Like, and I as I said, I hate to bring fairy tale, but it's easier to compare than to bring or to make new analogies. Like that's just my way of getting out of a difficult situation. Use fairy tale. Yeah, Zeref was complex. Obviously he was complex, but he was not as ruthless on the screen as Shura. When Shura was on the screen, you always were scared. Like you always had your guard up as a reader. Like, holy shit, what is he gonna do? Is he going to kill someone? Is he going to traumatize one of our main cast? Like that fear, he even made me more afraid than when I encountered Draken Joe. So Shura is definitely my best villain. This is just my opinion, and he's just cool. Like he made the story so much better. Like, oh my god, the Always Space War arc would have been, I wouldn't say it wouldn't have been as good, but yeah, it wouldn't have been as good without Shura. If you take out Shura, the Always Space War arc, not in general, I think the whole tide would have still been good, like because there was 3 major battles in the Always Space War arc, like the battle that's happening on space, like outside of Nero 66, and the battle on Nero 66, and the battle on Temple with Nero and Ziggy and Jaguar. So yeah, I think if you take Shura, the arc would not have been the same, but it still would have been great. Even so, Shura is the best villain yet. He's my boy. That's basically what I'm trying to say. He's my boy, and I love how he was handled to the very end. And I've seen some people say, why are you humanizing him at the end of his death, like at the end of his storyline? That's not humanizing. That's always in him. He's human. That's what's crazy about Shura. Like he is human, but he's messed up. That's just how humans are. Like he's fucked up in the head. Like he didn't have anyone to love when he was young. He was neglected. That's just the results of so many bad decisions over the years. Like, and it accumulated to create this fucking menace, this fucking ultimate villain. And to see some people say, oh my god, why are you humanizing him? What? Like he was always like that. Like he had some humanity in him, and for him to show some emotions, that does not erase the bad things that he did or make him a good person. That just means that he has emotions. That's it. Anyways, that's my whole take on Shura, and I love Shura. That's my thing. I love Shura. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Ziggy, I'll put him on the A tier list for now. I know people will say, oh my god, this is Ziggy, he's supposed to be the main villain, and I made a video about him last week. But still, we don't know anything about him. As I said in my video, he's still an avatar, he's still a phantom, he's still just a figure. Like, we don't know anything about him, so I can't be intimidated or scared by a thing that I don't know anything about. Like, he does not have the same scary presence when he's on a page. Like, when Shura was on a page, like, I was scared, like, holy shit, this guy is going to kill someone, he's going to traumatize someone. But Ziggy, I'm always confused, like, what is he going to do? Why is he doing this? Like, with Ziggy, I have questions, like, why, what? But with Shura, it's like, holy shit, please don't do anything, please. So yeah, that's my whole take. Ziggy is an A tier for now. He's moving into the S tier after the next arc. If my predictions are correct, he will be in the S tier. D tier. Callum, he was disappointing, but I'll put him on that B tier for now. This will be controversial, but I think he played his role well, so I'll put him on the B tier. By the way, I forgot his name. Iwana or Ijuana, I think she was good. I think the whole Stockholm Syndrome was handled well, in my opinion. I know some people will say, or said and have voiced their opinions, like, why are you romanticizing Stockholm Syndrome? I think that's not romanticizing. I think that's just showing how messed up that whole thing is, and how the human psyche can make you adapt to any situation just so you can survive and not go insane. And her character arc was just a showcase of that. So yeah, I think she was a good villain. I'll put her a good antagonist. I don't like the word villains for these characters, unless if you are this fuck, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this fuck, like, yeah. And I know I said doing this list based on the impact and the role they should play, but fuck Jesse. Where is let me add yeah, in the trash, like, seriously, in the trash. Fuck Jesse. I don't even want to see him. Fuck this guy. Man, I've never wanted to punch my fucking monitor so bad. Like, I swear I almost broke my laptop when I was reading the chapters. Oh my god. Fuck Jesse. That's my whole thing. Fuck Jesse. I'm not going to talk about him because I don't want to end this video on a bad note. So yeah, fuck Jesse, and that's it. Yeah, this is my villain tier list. I know some people will say it's not that good, but for me it's good. The villains in Eden Zero are either god tier or trash. Like, there is no in between, and I hope we'll see more god tier villains. Obviously, this person that made the tier list is he's a good person for doing this, so shout outs to him or them. Yeah, I think he took the same approach and mentality as me, and I'm glad that they did, because obviously I did not want to put any one from the Interstellar Army, because we have not seen anything from them. Like, if he put Feather or Holy or Cure or even Eraser, yeah, to be honest, if because we have seen some aspects of Eraser, I wouldn't even call him an antagonist or a villain, because he's in his own bag, like he's in his own zone, he's in his own mind. He even said to Justice, like, leave the Eden Zero alone. They are doing what they think they are doing, or what they think it's right. Like, they are going to hunt Ziggy. Why should we bother hunting them down? Like, leave them alone. But Justice, because he's a bitch ass pussy, he's no, I have to go. I have to execute Justice. Justice this, Justice that. Fuck Justice. I hate Justice. I hate Justice. Anyways, this has been it for me. This has been Moni, and if you like the video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, give it a dislike. That's fine. Like, that's fine. It's okay to dislike a video. That just tells me that I should improve. And thank you for your support lately, like 56 subscribers, and I've been making some fun content for me. Like, yeah, I've been having fun. It's been keeping my mind off the IRL stuff that's been happening to me, so that's good. Anyways, yeah, that's it for me. If you like the video, as I said, give it a like, and please subscribe. And yeah, basically, bye. I'm sorry guys, bye.